Okay, good morning guys. I figured that I would give you a tour of the room in just a second, but I'm kind of unpacking just now. This place is a total tip. It is obviously day one, it's like the next day. But I got a story for you. This holiday has probably been the most stressful holiday I have ever been on in my entire life, and we're on day one. So I figured I would maybe unpack and tell you a little bit about what happened. So I'm in the bathroom. Well, I'm not actually, I'm in the little middle bit. You'll see it when I do a tour of the room, which I am going to do. Right, essentially, we were booked to travel with Thomas Cook. I already said that when we were still at home. We were booked to fly with Thomas Cook, so obviously that was kind of devastating enough. Basically, if you don't know already, Thomas Cook, one of Britain's oldest, if not the oldest, package holiday firm, basically collapsed 8 hours before we were due to fly. So, you know, it wouldn't have given us enough time to rebook any sort of holiday because we would have needed to wait for a refund. We were at the point where we were thinking, we've spent so much money on this holiday that do we really want it to go to waste? I have the money sitting there. If we can get an alternative, should we just do it? And we very quickly when we realised that they were definitely going to go bust, thought, let's just do this. So we did. We rebooked with BA, British Airways, and we managed to get a reasonable deal, I suppose. The flights were not great at all, but the room was better. So that was fine. So we thought that'll be a compromise for us. So that was fine. And then after all, Thomas Cook went bust. But we'd managed to save our holiday because, you know, we would have had to rearrange to claim back our car hire, our park tickets, everything like that. We rebooked with BA. I think the flight that we were on, we actually had extra legroom seats, but I think it was probably the most horrendous flight we have ever been on in our entire lives. We were so cold. It was unbelievable. I've never been so cold on a flight before. I mean, I wear joggy bottoms, I take fluffy socks with me, obviously you get your blanket. I had 2 jumpers and we were just freezing. The TVs didn't work. It was a 10-year-old plane, basically. It was actually the same plane that we flew on 4 years ago when we first came over here. And it was hanging. It was horrible. So there'll be a complaint going into BA about that. Although I don't like doing that, but I just think that if you're paying that much, you shouldn't be stuck with the kind of old, decrepit dinosaur plane. Yeah, so the flight was horrendous. So anyway, that's fine. We got to the airport and we actually got an upgrade to a really nice car. So that sort of like, well, it didn't make up for it. I'll put something on my lens. It didn't make up for it, but it was something. So we actually managed to get to Cabana Bay after there was like some roadworks and stuff like that. So we actually went off in the wrong direction for a wee while. We made it here eventually and got checked in. That was all perfect. There was no problems there at all. Went over to the room, got totally unpacked, really have had a shower, and we realised that there was ants all over the room. So of course, we were a wee bit concerned. So we went back to reception, told them, they moved us immediately, there was no issue with that, but we had to go and repack. They moved us up a floor and along a little bit, and before we unpacked we checked and there was exactly the same issue. These were the family suites over in block 3. And they were like the it was outwards facing, but it was ones you come into from the outside. So it's kind of like the Disney hotels where you walk along the outside and you just go straight into your room, which I kind of fancied because I like the idea of being able to just like walk outside in the morning and get a wee bit of fresh air just after I'd woken up and that. But obviously that's kind of like a common problem with those rooms. So if you have like an aversion to any little creepy crawlies or that, and obviously because these are suites, you know, you're going to hopefully have food in them because they've got little kitchenettes and you do not want ants. So I would just be aware of that just in case you're coming here. So anyway, we went back and we spoke to the manager, and basically he was, I mean, they were great, don't get me wrong, they were absolutely lovely, and they basically just jumped to fix it straight away. There was no issue at all. They never even wanted to go and see the room and check. So we basically now are over in the Continental building, and we have, like, we're inside and we have like a little bit of a view of Volcano Bay, like round the back of Volcano Bay. So yeah, that kind of worked out in the end. But basically that took us from like getting here at like 6 o'clock to I think 10 o'clock at night. So we were absolutely knackered. We had pizza last night for dinner. Well, I had pizza. I had like a little bit of salad as well. And just kind of like went to bed because we were just so knackered. We never even got out to go and get like food and sun cream, which we don't even have yet or anything like that. So it has been a bit of a trauma, just ever so slightly. So that is kind of like the story of how we actually got here. So we didn't actually think we were going to get here. We got here and then had no end of problems. But like I say, Cabana Bay did fix it reasonably quickly. I'm going to go and finish getting packed up, unpacked even, and then I will do a room tour. Okay, room tour, finally, because I totally forgot. Right, so you walk in, this is the front door here. It honestly feels like you're walking into like a wee apartment. I suppose you are. Right, so this is what you're faced with when you walk in. That's your little fridge down the bottom there. You've got a sink with a cupboard underneath it. That's where your like wastebasket and that is. Then you've got a wee microwave, some shelves, and a little sort of breakfast bar. And this here is obviously to join rooms on together. I mean, as if this isn't big enough, you can actually join two together. So turning over here, you've got your little sort of living room space. You've got two little chairs and a sofa, which I think folds out into a sofa bed. And you've got a TV, which actually is the second TV because there's one in the bedroom as well. And a little sort of partition wall here. You've got two drawers on this side, and then you walk through here, and this is the bedroom. Don't mind how messy it is. We've obviously been here for a day already. So you've got two queen size beds, and don't mind the sun. That's like obviously the view. The window's a little bit dirty, but you can see that we've got a view of like the back end of Volcano Bay, and you can see right over to what will be endless summer. Let's see if I can zoom in. It is right there. You've got like your little cupboard area, TV, and then through here you've got like a little sort of vanity area where everything is. If you go through to the left, you've got like the shower, the bath, well if you call that a bath, another sink, and a big mirror, and then through to the right you've got the toilet. So you know somebody can be in the shower and you don't have to wait for them to come out if you need the toilet. So yeah, that is pretty much it. This is probably one of the biggest rooms we've actually stayed in. Normally you just get like this sort of end, which is just the two beds, but obviously when we had to rebook, all BA had available was these rooms, and then because of all the shabockle that we went through yesterday with the room changes and stuff like that, we ended up getting this room with this view, and it's alright. There's nothing wrong with it really. So yeah, we're gonna go out and get stuff that we need just now. I don't know what I'll film, but we'll see. We're just gonna play it by ear and see what happens. Okay, so remember I told you about that car upgrade? This is it. I was like delighted with the Mustang last time, but we kept looking at these. So this is what we ended up bagging ourselves. Just something different, you know. Okay, so yeah, that's the car. Just asked, we saw it and we were like pointed to it, and well, I wasn't like, but we were like, can we have that instead? So it's worth when you're at like the desks to talk about like, you know, getting your car and stuff like that, just ask them what they've got available and what you could have, because you're not stuck with what you've booked. So top tip. Okay, so I'm gonna try and like check in and do little bits and pieces a wee bit more often. So we're at like the premium outlets just now. Actually we were looking for Walmart, but that didn't happen, so we're gonna do that a wee bit later.
Michael Kors instead.
Oh, maybe go to Michael Kors instead if there's a Michael Kors here, we'll see. But yeah, is this just the main Orlando premium outlets?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So
I got the heat dust stuff out before you go in.
because you go inside. Okay, so checking in time. We'd kind of kicked the arse out of it a little bit at the premium outlets, and now we're a bit knackered, so we're not actually really doing anything. We're just gonna have a wee wander over to Sapphire Falls, take the boat to City Walk, and then just like an ice cream and just kind of take it easy today. I would have taken the camera out more at the outlets, but let's be real, we didn't have any hands left, so
Should have watched him do it, and he had to walk down here and then go over a bridge to get to Sapphire
Theme
Falls.
Parks and Resort Hotels. It's like focused on the ice cream. So if you ever come to City Walk and you want ice cream, get the birthday cake remix at Cold Stone. The brownie. It's got, what's it got in it? Sprinkles, brownie, vanilla ice cream, chocolate fudge sauce. But I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it all. I'm tired. Okay, so quite a long day today. We did a lot of sort of shopping. Okay, so had like a little bit of a break. We came back to the room and decided to basically just have a little bit of a chill out. We have done, where's my watch? So we've done 17,553 steps. That's a lot of steps. We went to the outlets. I got a couple of pairs of shorts, a couple of sports bras, a couple of pairs of trainers. I say a couple of pairs of trainers. I got a pair of sandals because I don't actually own a pair and I really wanted a pair for over here. And I got a really nice pair of Converse, which I'll show you at some point, I'm sure. We got food for the kitchen. So that like if we didn't want to go out for dinner, we had like salady stuff there where we could have just like a Caesar salad. And we had like treats and stuff like that. So I say treats like Cheetos and biscuits, stuff like that. I'm so tired. My mascara's all smudged and everything because I got sun cream in my eye earlier. I'm gonna have a shower because we obviously never had like shower gel and stuff like that this morning because we never got a chance to go to anywhere to get any yesterday because of the room debacle. But it was just sort of like a shower with the bar soap that they give you in here. And it wasn't really good enough. So, and it was really hot today. So shower, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to head to Downtown Disney. And we're going to get something to eat at Downtown Disney. Because I think there's more stuff there than there was the last time we were here. So we're going to go down and get some of that. I found out today that we're booked on an RIP tour at Halloween Horror Nights tomorrow night. So I don't know what I can film. I mean, you can't film in the houses or anything like that, but I'll be filming as we're going around doing stuff like that. Whether or not I'll talk over it, I don't know. If we like nip off and stuff like that, obviously I'll be able to sort of like update you and let you know what's going on, because I think basically we get to go around all of the houses. We get to see the 2 shows. I think like you get priority access and that to them. We get like a wee dining type thing, and you get like a couple of freebies like lanyards and things like that. I think it's apparently supposed to be really good. You will get into every house if you do it. Apparently the pricing structure is different depending on what night you go. So if you pick like a cheaper night, you can, or a less busy night, you can get it cheaper. But it will basically guarantee that you'll see all the houses. So we're doing that just so that we can guarantee, and so that we're not having to like wait in ridiculous lines to actually see the houses. So, and I think we get fast passes with it as well, like before and after. I think we get fast passes, something like that. But I don't know what rides are open. So anyway, we'll be doing that tomorrow, which is going to be really good. And I actually went to Michael Kors to try and find my handbag. Well, not my handbag, but my backpack that I really want, and they didn't have it. So I'm going to have to go to another one tomorrow and see. Well, I don't know if it'll be tomorrow, but I have to go to another one and see if I can get it. I'll show you that when I get it as well. And then obviously there'll be lots and lots of makeup shopping to happen. So, but I mean, there's plenty of time. We're only really on day 1, or full day 1. So yeah. I don't know if there's anything really else to update you on. Obviously, I'll be taking you around Downtown Disney, but we're just knackered. I mean, obviously, the other half has been up since like 5:30. I woke up then, but I was like, I'm going back to sleep. I got up around 8, I think. Had a really good sleep though. Have to say, the beds in Cabana Bay, awesome. We had a walk through, it probably is in the vlog footage, but we had a walk through Sapphire Falls today, and I actually would stay there. It looks really nice. I mean, obviously I don't know what the rooms and stuff like that are like, but the grounds and that were beautiful. We walked from here to Sapphire Falls and got the taxi, the water taxi, over to City Walk, and it was dead easy. The only problem is there's no crossing right outside. I mean, the hotels are right across the road from one another. There's no crossing. You've got to walk right round the back of the hotel, go over like this sort of sky bridge type thing, like the forest walk or something like that. And it takes a wee bit longer, but if there was a crossing, it would be so much easier.
I'm biding my time, I hope that it ain't so. Facing the truth, the eye of the needle. And even if we're not solving this riddle, there is no taking back all the deeds that we've done. There's a lot that we did wrong, looking back on all of the shit we've done. I cannot believe that it's been so long, that we're in the eye of the needle. When you don't like or love me, I breathe it all out and I breathe in.